Hello and welcome to SheSez. We have not one, but three guests today on the show. The Kaviani sisters, owners of the online retail company Naked Wardrobe. Based in Los Angeles, the multi-million-dollar company manufactures a line of form-fitting viscose clothing worn by celebrities including J-Lo and Selena Gomez, among many others. Joining us today is Shireen.
Hi.
Sheeta.
Hello, everybody.
And the baby of the family, Shide.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. What were your parents thinking with all that SH?
We don't know. I blame my father.
Well, I bet they looked at you when they were there and they were just like, shh, girls,
Yeah.
shh.
They just wanted us to be quiet, right?
Well, I was a little concerned having the three of y'all on the show today with having met you before. I'll try to control you. One of the things I find so interesting about your story, first of all, you all are so successful and you're only in your 30s. And the fact that all of you in your 20s were going in different directions. Sheeta, let's start with you. You were in PR.
Yes, I was working in PR and interning. I got my feet wet at both Warner Brother Records and Capitol Records, and I learned the ropes and I learned what a press kit was and what it took to really put things out into the media. Mm-hmm. And it was a great experience. And then I got my feet wet working at Getty Images and I learned the photo side of things. And it was just a great experience and journey for me before coming together and working with my sisters.
And Shireen, you were the techie.
Yeah, I call myself a nerd. I love just the computer and I also love the artsy world, like the graphic designing world. And I kind of love the creative side of just like
the internet.
I love the internet, right? Yeah. So.
And Shide, you went to FITM. You were the fashion lover.
I was the fashion lover. I always, since I was a young kid, was into fashion, would always be digging into my mom's clothes, into her boots, into everything. And I would always get yelled at, but I always wanted to wear everything. So It was kind of natural for me. Before kind of deciding I was going to go into fashion, I was a little bit of a wild child. And so to kind of tame myself, I knew that I had to figure something out with my life and kind of the direction that I wanted to go into. And I kind of knew it was fashion. So I went to FITM and I got my fashion design degree and also my business management degree from FITM. So that's kind of helped me to apply those things to our business and to kind of get us to this point too, all the experience that I've had.
And as the story goes, you get out of college with your degrees and you start working for a couple of retailers. And you were bummed out because you couldn't find stuff. There wasn't a lot of stuff that you could afford.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it was just kind of a natural progression. I know at that time there wasn't many online stores, just a couple of the heavy hitters. Some other heavy hitters hadn't even caught on yet to internet. So they hadn't even started their own e-commerce. And it was something that Shireen and we were really into online shopping. Yeah. We would steal our mom's credit card and we would shop up a storm.
Yeah.
And we just kind of decided, we're like, we're going to stop spending her money on these clothes. And why don't we sell these clothes and we could kind of pull a little bit here and there for ourselves too.
And about what year was this?
2012, right?
Yeah, 2012.
And even sooner than that, right? Because I feel like we had tried.
When we started,
something that we actually didn't mention to you was that before we started Naked Wardrobe, we had tried to do this once before and we kind of failed at it because we couldn't kind of get the ball rolling. We couldn't get our website, everything into place. So we actually took a loss. And I had gone back to work after that point, and Shireen was working her corporate job.
So did that kind of haunt you a little bit?
It did.
What might have been?
It did, absolutely.
That was about a couple years before Naked Wardrobe.
And we enjoyed doing it, so I knew that I still wanted to do it. It was just a matter of kind of getting everything implemented and getting the ball rolling. And so we did try it once more, a year and a half later, I think it was at that point. And by that time, it was 2012. And
we had time on our
hands. The day we
hands.
launched was the first day of something really big for us that we didn't even anticipate, truthfully. We really didn't.
What happened on that day?
A lot of screaming.
A lot of money
so
coming in. It was surreal because it's like you have this notion that you have to have a physical store so you can walk past it, you can see it, you can go into it, you can touch the products, feel the products, try on the products. So there's a lot of hesitation with online shopping, and at that point there wasn't many heavy hitters, so people didn't trust the internet. They didn't trust that they could order something online and that it would appear at their door. You just didn't have that belief. Things have since changed. there's Amazon, there's all these different avenues now. So now we have these high expectations where we're like, we want our package yesterday. It's really advanced and gotten to this place. But I mean, I lost my train of thought.
Well, we were talking about a momentous event, and I want to get to that in a minute. I know the story, but Shireen, you did something that really changed the business. You were an early adopter of Instagram. Before people like myself had even heard of it. You took note and you started using it to push out your product.
I did. Yeah. I mean, I love to sign up for things, for new apps or the new kind of new tech that comes out, and just you to use it and see if like anything catches on. And I just saw all these girls and like fashion posts, people posting, and I'm like, and they're attracting my attention. And I was like, oh, if they're attracting my attention, other people are attracted to it as well. So we should kind of post on this avenue and see what happens.
And so it was the collective effort of the three of you coming together.
Oh, absolutely.
You with your fashion sensibility, you knowing the technical side of things and graphic design, and Sheeta, you
establishing the relationships,
Super
between
important.
with press and PR. And a lot of people, what people don't understand is when it comes to assistants, they don't really give them attention unless it's the actual director. But what people don't know is the assistants one day become the directors. And you have to treat everyone equally, because you just don't know who that person will become next to help you in your business.
I want to get to the momentous event that
we
we
keep
talked about
sidetracking
before. I know, but I do want to say before we get to that the three of you come together. You each bring a set of complementary and different skills.
Absolutely.
Was there any kind of discussion in terms of delineating responsibilities, or
It came
because I mean, you all
natural.
are sisters. I've
Right.
got
Oh,
I've got a
yeah.
couple myself. My husband's got 5, and it can be a you know what show.
Oh, absolutely.
So how did you go about doing that?
It really was natural. We
Just
all
fell
had our
into
own
place.
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all knew, what our strong suits were and what each other's weaknesses are. And we kind of picked up the slack where the other, had it. And it just made sense. Really.
And do you consciously defer to each other? You defer to Shide on fashion stuff and lines and styles, and Shida's going to sort of make the decisions about a particular approach you take with a celebrity.
Definitely.
And Shireen, you of course are going to handle all the online.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely call on each other when needed. Like, it definitely helps having.
But you're respectful of the boundaries.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to be.
I mean, it took some time to kind of get to that point.
Yeah, in the
and-
beginning, we were all working together. When she was working on the website, we were working with her. When we would go shopping together in the beginning. But as the company grew and expanded, we all went into our own positions. And
All right, now let's get to the game changer. Who gives the bag of naked loot to the girl who works at E? Whose idea was that? Sheeta, was that you? Oh, she did. The baby in the family. So tell me about it. What happened?
Yeah, one of our girls, she was actually our model, really, really sweet, amazing girl. She worked at E! She was actually a producer for Fashion Police. So she knew a lot of people and she just had so many connections, and we were very close with her. And so we just kind of had this idea, that we wanted to kind of reach out to some of these celebs and kind of bring her on for some in-house marketing. And we did, and it just made sense. And these celebs, once they got it in their hands, absolutely love the product. I mean, as far as I can tell.
Well, let's talk about the one celebrity that was a game changer for you. Here you all are shipping items all over the world.
Right.
And it turns out you get your lucky break from a gal who lives pretty much right down the street.
That is true. Yeah, it was.
You asked her to give a bag to Khloe Kardashian.
We did, and I remember thinking it wasn't even going to be possible, and that it just wasn't even on my list of like dreams. It wasn't even something that I thought was attainable, truly. And
Because she gets a lot of free stuff.
yeah, you think of celebrities, you think they have access to the most expensive couture pieces in the world, and why on earth would they want to wear a $30 dress? And so you don't think about it. You don't think that it's possible. And she got hands on our product, and she liked it, and she's been wearing it ever since.
But hang on, she wore a $40 dress on the rooftop of a West Hollywood restaurant. You saw the picture. What was your reaction?
I was blown away. I really fell on the floor and lost my shit. I really did.
Yeah.
We're so thankful to her because it really changed our business for us, and it really just kind of put us on the map, and people respected our brand, because it's hard to kind of respect these more budget brands, because when you think of fashion, you think of these high-end designers. That's like the first thing that kind of comes to your mind. So we've just been so beyond blessed.